Welcome to the Stock Market Daily News Podcast. It's Wednesday, January 22nd, 2026. I'm your host, bringing you a quick but complete look at yesterday's turbulent trading session. Tuesday was a rough ride on Wall Street. The S&P 500 sank 2.1% to close just above 4,800, its worst day since October. The Dow Jones fell 1.8%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq slid 2.4%. The big story? President Trump's escalating standoff with Denmark and Europe over the proposed U.S. acquisition of Greenland and its ripple effects through global markets. We'll break down how these tensions rocked equities, shook the dollar, and fueled momentum in gold. Plus, a closer look at Trump's bid to curb big Wall Street home buyers and why Premier Foods' strong quarter is bucking this volatile trend. Let's get to the numbers and stories behind the headlines. First up, a geopolitical shockwave rattles the markets. President Trump hardened his push to acquire Greenland, threatening steep tariffs on Denmark and 7 other European countries if they don't negotiate. Investors immediately fled risk. The S&P 500 shed nearly 200 points, the Dow dropped by over 600, and the Nasdaq tumbled more than 350 points. European stocks joined in the slide, with London's FTSE 100 down 0.7% and Germany's DAX retreating more than 1%. What's the impact? Uncertainty over transatlantic trade and NATO stability is sparking fear of further sell-offs and increased volatility. For now, safe havens are back in vogue. Speaking of safety, gold prices soared as investors sought shelter. Gold jumped nearly 2% to hit a record $4,700 an ounce, its highest close ever. The surge reflects rising anxiety over international security and economic stability. For investors, gold continues to prove its role as an effective hedge when risk dominates the headlines and traditional safe assets like the US dollar are under pressure. Turning to currencies, even the dollar lost its shine. The US dollar index, which tracks the greenback against major currencies, dropped 0.8%, unusual in a market pullback. Normally, the dollar benefits from market nervousness, but Trump's threats of tariffs against US allies created fears about global trade flows and raised doubts about the currency's safe haven reputation. Meanwhile, President Trump made another move affecting the housing market. He signed an executive order restricting large Wall Street firms from purchasing single-family homes, a bid to address housing affordability concerns. Publicly traded companies like Blackstone, which holds one of the largest rental portfolios, watched their shares drop 5.6% after the announcement. The move could cool institutional demand for homes going forward, potentially opening doors for individual buyers, but the lack of a forced sell-off means the shakeup may be gradual. On a brighter note, not all companies struggled. Premier Foods, listed in London under ticker PFD, delivered a standout third quarter. Branded revenue rose 5.2% and total sales climbed 4.1%, outpacing market expectations. Strong holiday demand for core brands like Mr. Kipling and new product innovations drove a 22 basis point increase in UK market share. The company now guides yearly profits to the upper end of forecasts. It's a reminder that targeted brand investment and creative product launches can help companies outperform even in rocky markets. To recap, U.S. stocks experienced their sharpest single-day drop in months, the dollar took a rare hit, and gold hit new highs as geopolitical risk spiked. Meanwhile, sector policy changes and standout company wins round out a day of major resets for investors. Looking ahead, keep an eye on the European Union emergency meeting tomorrow, looming U.S. GDP data, and more Q4 earnings reports. We'll be here to break it all down for you. Thanks for tuning in to the Stock Market Daily News Podcast. For daily updates, be sure to follow, subscribe, and visit our website. Happy investing!